different situations for the exact same thing, where I tell you one thing and then somebody finds a reason why I'm wrong. Okay, nothing ever works like it's supposed to. So, when I go for my triangle here, right? Shin is most important. I keep saying this arm is nice to have across, but it's not the only thing. Okay? Even if his arm is under my armpit here, when I get my angle, I can still finish it. Right? My angle moves his arm. But, alright, and this is what Alex is doing, and it's the correct thing to do. When if he puts his hand on my belly, okay? Come around the other side, Bruce.
Yep.
Alright? And he's actively building a frame here. You see? Even if I get my angle, alright? Alright? And even if his elbow's out here, and I lock it up, he can still keep that space. Alright? So I have to address this if they are using it to defend. Right? Then I'm going to have to pull it across, and then I can finish everything. Okay? If his arm is down and wrapped around my leg, I'm not going to be able to finish. This is one where I've lost it, I got to move on. And we've got a series of attacks we can do from here, switching the side, all those on that side. Okay? But if they're not using that arm, it ends up in my armpit, but they're not building a frame here. See, there's nothing to keep that space. If his hand is under my shoulder, I'm fine. I can get my angle and I can finish. Okay? But if he's framing, he's got his frame in there. Even if I lock it up, I'm still not going to be able to finish. Does that make sense?
How about the rhino horn? He's posting on his head.
Yep, same thing.
Okay.
Exactly. He's using it to attack. He's using it to actively defend.
Yep. So
Right?
that way you want to go for the sleeve and the cross possibly.
I prefer the wrist
Okay.
because there's a nice handle for me here.
Sure.
Right? If he's got that up and I start pulling on the sleeve,
Yeah. Yep.
not going to be as strong. He's going to be weaker out by his hand. So I can pry it off and then finish.
I feel like that would be a weaker defense.
What's that?
I feel like that would be a weaker defense.
Oh yeah,
than the
absolutely.
post.
No, the post is absolutely better. But if you're already to the point where you're going to go unconscious, better put the hand on your head.
Do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I've already cleared the elbow from my hip, does that make sense?
Yeah.
The oh shit defense, dude.
Yep. So if I've already cleared his elbow from my hip so he can't get it, but he can get his hand back to his head, that's what John's talking about. All right? This is your first line of defense. This is your second. This is your third.
Not falling.
That's the same as this.
Very similar.
Yeah. Because either way I've got a handle, whether his hand's on his forehead or on his ear. Either way I've got a handle
All right.
to pull on. Make sense? So if they're actively framing and they're using their arm to defend, you're going to have to address it. But if it's just on the side, it's not a big deal.
Are you grabbing gi?
Huh?
Are you grabbing gi pants when you go around?
Ideally.
Defense?
Yep. I'm grabbing whatever I can. Leg, gi, cup. All right? Butt here, I don't care. Whatever you can grab. It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
A little too far.
a little bit.
Sorry. All right. Back to your reps. 1, 2, 3.